parent a persistent kid? No, really, seriously. No. Someone please tell me I need help.
A little advice.
The repetitive questions can try your patience, but you don't want to squash their natural curiosity and drive.
The founder of Engage Kidz, Patty Maxwell, joins us to share some tips on how to strike the right balance. And Patty, I think that is going to be the key word.
Yeah.
Is balance. What is it? Because at times, exactly, I don't want to stifle the creativity, but also I can't take much more.
Yeah.
And that balance is going to change depending on how you are feeling that day too, right? If you have lots of patience one day, you might let them just go on and on and on. And if one day you wake up and you're agitated and you have zero patience, it's not going to work very well. You're going to chew their heads off immediately.
Yeah.
So really, does this come down to them being annoying or really having this natural curiosity? Where is this coming from?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate to say that, but kids are naturally curious, right? And we want to foster that curiosity. We want to encourage the communication, because as they get older, they're going to communicate less and less, especially around the teenage years. So as much as we can handle, we do need to foster it, and we need to encourage it. We need to not stifle that curiosity, but how much can we handle, right? Like you said about going away in the car and are we there yet? Are we there yet? That is really true.
It is 1,000%
oh my God.
Yes, and so then it's going to be, everybody can't talk at all, nobody speak, and then
the vibe's killed.
Exactly.
Really.
And then you show up for vacation and everyone's ticked off. Like, that's not fun.
Well, in that scenario, what do you do? Because they are excited to get where we're going, so it's not coming from a negative place, and they're not trying to be annoying, but it's just like...
Yeah, it's the same question. It's the same question over and over and over. I don't know how many times as a mother in the past 6 years I've said, I just feel like I answered that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the answer to the same question every 3 seconds?
Well, so not the are we there yet? That's a whole different world. But other questions, I think one of the good things to do is answer the question honestly. Back for another round of it, you ask them, what did we talk about? Did I give you an answer? And have them repeat it back to you. Say, oh, well then you already have your answer. You know, and that will give them that moment of, aha, okay, there we go. So if you have a very interesting child, you might get the same question stated in a different way then. Because I have a lot of kiddos that will do that. They're like, you know, they ask the same question and you're like, well, I just answered that exact same question already. Like, but they've switched it now on you. And I said, well, let's repeat it again. So that sounds very similar to the last question you asked. Tell me what our answer was. Right. And then when you finally hit your limit, it's okay as a parent to hit your limit and say, we're done talking about that.
Well, and right, you even gave some good advice on that. And there's a good way to answer it. It's not just I'm done.
Right.
So you say, kind of walk away and reset, but you can tell them something first.
Yes, absolutely. You want to, again, you want to foster this. So we want to answer the question, and then we want them to answer the question, and then we want to squash it. Because truly, if they do this going into school, this is going to be a problem. Their teachers are not going to be as patient. They're not going to put up with these questions over and over and over, and they will probably squash it in a different kind of way.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we want to teach them this, and it's different phases of childhood too, right? They'll go through different areas, different phases when they become more annoying about it, when they are more pestering, you know, when they see like, oh, mom's a little bit agitated today, I'm going to keep bugging her about this today.
Oh,
maybe she'll give in, or maybe something else will happen.
It's so true. Trait. And again, back to that keyword balance, I feel that way, especially when you mention school. As we come up on it, it's how do we teach our children what is socially appropriate, where that inquisitive nature will really benefit them, and then when it is just annoying. Because, I mean, I don't think that we, in our hearts, think our children are annoying. Behaviors are.
Exactly. It's not the child.
Good way to put it.
Like
that's a very good way to put it.
It's a kind way to put it. Exactly. But no, you know what? They need to be taught from us, right? We need to model these things for them. We need to teach them the consistency piece. And that's where, as parents, I think we fall short sometimes, right? We're tired, we're overworked, we're overscheduled, we're over everything. And so then we become less consistent and we fly off the handle at them. And maybe it really just needs to be that consistency of, buddy, we already answered that question. I'm not going to answer it again. And, you know, them, again, modeling that into school as well. The teacher will teach them that. The other kids will also teach them that. And kids can be a little nasty, but sometimes we as parents can stand on our head 50 times and do the same thing. And then another child will be like, enough already. And that'll be it. That'll be it. Yes.
It's like almost the peer pressure of being accepted and doing it the right way.
Hopefully it doesn't get to that point.
Right.
No,
you
no.
hope not. But and I've heard that too, the asked and answered. I see that all over
Yes.
social media. Asked and
It's
answered,
so
and just leave it at
simple.
that.
It is.
Let's set up one other scenario here about schedules. You mentioned back to school, especially. Kids start to get a little bit anxious, and they may have a lot of questions, and there's a really simple way to kind of help steer them in the right direction with that.
Yes, literally a visual schedule for them. If they're reading, write it down for them. If they aren't reading, make little pictures. But like with school coming up, or like with a vacation coming up, you know, they're going to ask you, is it time to go yet? When is school starting? When is this happening? And they're going to make you crazy. If you can just say to them, remember, buddy, we already talked about it. It's 5 days. Go check the schedule. And then they can go over and look. And we don't want to just like throw the schedule at them. We want to go with them to the schedule. We want to show them, look, we're counting down. We're good with this, so that they understand what it means. I think that follow-through part sometimes gets lost. We as parents were just like, just go check the schedule.
Just do it. Yeah, right.
But they need to be taught what that schedule means and how it can help kind of take down some of that anxiety, help them feel a little bit more comfortable.
And it's okay to take the break. It's okay to tell your kids, like, hey, my brain is really tired and I can't keep asking or answering the same question over and over again.
1000%. I joke about the bathroom all the time. We as parents can just say, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then just go hide in the bathroom.
I wish that was the safe
Yeah, me
space for
too.
me. It's not.
Patty, they're going to find me in that bathroom. Their little hands are going to be under that door.
You come in the bathroom, you clean the bathroom. That's it.
Oh, I love that.
We need more help with that one.
Great advice.
Thank you so much, Patty.
If you're in need of additional parenting help, Engage Kidz offers in-home services, which I could benefit from. We're going to have more info on our website at kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.